Good morning. Good morning. I'll turn that music down. Good morning. What are your plans this morning? I know that we canceled our stream this morning over on Fightful Overbooked. Hi, I'm Auntie Collins. All right. I do want to do a shout out today. Hello. Happy birthday. What a wonderful morning. Hello. Good morning. What are y'all drinking this morning? I usually drink energy drinks in the morning, and I didn't put any in the fridge, so I had to put it in a cup with a straw, and I realized that the lid of this has something on it, and I'm really upset about it. But it says, Bella, where the hell have you been, Loca? With Jacob Black on it. Twilight seems to be coming back in full force. I just got, it's upside down. I just got this makeup palette. But I've also been using this one. A bottle of water with Wildberry Skittles packet. A nutritious breakfast. I don't think I've had Wildberry Skittles in a very long time. Okay. Well, I wanted to talk about some wrestling. Did you watch wrestling this week? I'm going to save a lot and stuff for when we do film later on this week with Kylie. Everyone send all the love and support over to Kylie, because Kylie is such a gem little human. So we'll go ahead and save that for then. But I do want to get y'all's input about wrestling this week and kind of what's gone on. Because I feel like it's been an interesting week. It is January 2nd, so it is Pride Month. I got some handmade earrings over here. This is leather that has been painted on. I have my Abaddon shirt on because we love Abaddon. Honestly, if I was going to watch a show between SmackDown and Dynamite, that's the way to go. It's the way to go. What did you think of SmackDown this week? I want to know your opinion, because I have mixed thoughts on SmackDown sometimes, but it's for me, the lump after WrestleMania tends to be a little I don't know, not forgetful, but we are building. We just went off of the King and Queen of the Ring, so we're sorting things out from there, but we're gearing up for Clash at the Castle. So is it Clash at the Castle or in the castle? It's not in, right? These are the things. It was all right, pretty decent show. Yeah. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Auntie Collins. I do stream like some cozy games at times. Mostly The Sims. I haven't really streamed anything else lately, which is a shame because I have a wall over there of games I haven't played. Mostly my husband plays them, but it's Clash at the Castle. It's Clash at the Castle. So they're clashing at the castle, not in the castle. Okay. I thought I would also take this advantage of getting ready this morning, because usually I show up to Wrestling Made Me Cry au natural, and we're just going to take advantage of the day. Hello, JD. my darling. Good morning. How are you? What are you drinking? What are you doing this morning? What do you want to talk about? I think a big highlight of this week happened to be on NXT for me, with Jordynne Grace showing up. I love a good crispy Diet Coke. You give me a crispy cold Diet Coke, I'll forever be your friend. Forever. But what do y'all think about TNA and NXT having this partnership? What do you think it means going forward? Forbidden Door type of aspect. I know people are kind of sick of the moniker of Forbidden Door, but I want to know what y'all think. And if y'all like watching someone put on their makeup and face. If you don't, I'm so sorry. That is what I'm using this time for, is getting ready, because I like you guys so much. I really love you guys, and I want to make sure that you're doing okay. This is a check-in. The stream is called Wrestling Made Me. This is not the Wrestling Made Me Cry show, but this wrestling made me have feelings, and I want you guys to talk about them or talk about anything else going on in your lives, because it is important to me. But I like TNA embracing the cross. Wait, let me read that again. I like TNA embracing the cross the line for these crossovers. I agree. It has its own branding. It does feel different than what AEW has been doing. I know that it's quite divisive to talk about the comparisons, but in essence, if we chop it down to what it is, someone from one promotion is hanging out, so to speak, at another. When that has, I mean, with Vince, that really never was an option, you know? He was very anti-competition. So, I mean, you can even see the flavor of it. I cannot open this packaging. What is wrong with me? Hello, Astrid. Happy Sunday. Astrid, we're talking about TNA crossing over. Also, what are you drinking? What are you doing this morning? There we go. I'm also getting ready for the day. Mental health is very important to me, and I don't want to take away from. Ouch! Why can't I open this? It's probably because I put on all my face stuff. Okay, I really cannot open this. I gotta cover these eye bags, these zits. Okay. I want to know, which promotion do you think has the best makeup team? Like, is it AEW? Is it TNA? Is it NXT? WWE? I feel like the default would be WWE, correct? Because mostly getting ready to clean. That is definitely a theme today. I did not bring any brushes in here. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Y'all recognize my office. So we're just gonna lightly put on some concealer to hide some of these dark spots. But also this week on NXT, we saw the debut of Ethan Page, which is a big deal for me. So I hate having 2 days off. You usually get 3 days off? I'm very jealous. I feel like I thrive a little bit better with a 3-day, because then I feel like I can do something, then I have a day where I can just rot, and then I have a day of like cleaning or doing a project around the house. You know what I mean? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. 10 hours a day? So you work 4 10s? Do you work them consecutively then? Because that's props. That's props. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I always need a day where I'm just like catching up with my shows, catching up with the things I'm reading, even wrestling. I went to a Vanderpump Rules party last night and did not watch Collision, which is kind of why I was a little bit relieved that our show was postponed today. So, because I was not ready to talk about that. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense, especially since my shows on OLE, which if you're watching this, you should go over. Well, if you already know where my Twitter is, in my link in bio, there is a link right for our local establishment. It is one of the channels that I am featured on during the week on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. They're trying to get up to 500 subscribers. Do me a favor, pause what you're doing here, go subscribe, and then come back. Tell them Auntie sent you, because they are dear friends, and they're doing some great work over there, and I think you would like it. I mean, it's not just wrestling related. They talk about Marvel stuff and video, like movie reviews, just all kinds of media that you would want to watch. So yeah, or else if you don't, or else you're kicked out of the family. Wait, I can't do that. I can't do that in June. I can't do that in June. I would feel like a terrible queer auntie if I were to kick out my nieces and nephews and everything in between during Pride Month, which happy Pride Month. Make sure you are supporting your local nonprofits that are benefiting your community. For myself, I have always had a link in my bio, and I have partnered with, on numerous occasions, with the Lavender Project. That is a local nonprofit here in the Pacific Northwest. They help trans people and queer people be able to get jobs and get the resources that they need, because this world is terrifying. And if you don't believe in helping out other people, I don't know why you're here, because I am always an advocate for, if you can, help. If you can't, share to people that you know would benefit from these projects. So, okay. Okay. We're at 498. I need 2 of you. Go like it. Go subscribe it. Go watch a video with me and Kyle K. Sparks talking about Ring of Honor. Except this week, I mean, you can watch this week's episode. But it doesn't feature Kyle K. Sparks, except he is in the comments. He's always like wandering in the comments, giving his little like statistics, which is like way more like big brain than me, where I go, oh, men do flip, do trick, storyline. I like it. That's me. That's how I feel like I am. I don't deserve to be in the same category or league as Kyle K. Sparks. Put that as your headline here. But I'm constantly honored to be a part of their crew. So go like it right now. I feel like this is like a telethon. And you know what? Use my channel to do that. I don't care about this channel right now. It is not my priority. My priority is helping others succeed. So Auntie's here for violence. I'm here for every other nerdy nonsense. That's why we work. Listen, blood, yeah. Violence, yeah. Carnage, yeah. I do like storyline, and I like things that make sense. And right now, Ring of Honor doesn't make sense to me. Ring of Honor is making Auntie cuckoo crazy. A little bit nutso, you know? Nutso bananas. It's not fair that I get emotionally invested into a television show. And it's just proving ground matches that don't mean anything. Or 4-quarter survival matches to nowhere. What are they surviving? They're surviving these hands. Let me tell you, Tony Khan. That's what he's surviving. My wrath. That's why they won't let me in the media pressers. That's why. Okay, but that is something that I do want to put out there for the rest of my year, is I want to do media in an event. My goal is Wrestle Dream. But I really want to do that. That is a goal of mine. Because, like, I don't know. I've never really, like, talked about my life story or, you know, things of my life. Unless you know me on, like, a personal level, or you watch, like, some of my other stuff on this channel, which has just been a smorgasbord of things. But I wasn't very smart. I mean, I am very smart. I was not very book smart when I graduated high school. So I dabbled in like some community college classes, and I realized that's where I really loved journalism. I started working for a music website and zine, if you know what a zine is. Oh, I have to use my fingers on this. So I started working for a music website called Rain City Ambience, and I started following local musicians, going to their shows, writing reviews, getting access to early releases on alternative rock albums and emo albums, self-produced albums, a lot of things to promote the area, right? And I was featured in AP magazine, Alternative Press magazine, not the Associated Press magazine. Which, if you were an emo kid in the 2010s, that means something. So I really wanted to do journalism. So I started doing journalism classes. I did have a professor tell me that I have a face for radio. And if I stopped saying like a Valley girl, people would actually want to listen to me. And I took a lot of things personally. I wasn't like, I didn't have the thick skin that I do now, which I don't even think my skin is very thick, so to speak. And so I have enough credits that I made it a minor in journalism, but I do have a major in My bachelor's degree is in English with a concentration of writing and journalism. I also have a bachelor's of science in education because I wanted to teach. Which, could you imagine me in the classroom? I was great. I'm not very good with the rules, so to speak. So, my major is in writing. Honestly, I'm very jealous because a lot of my like not doing what I wanted to do, what I wanted to accomplish, is a result of my father telling me that I will never make it. And the only guaranteed job I could get was a teacher. And if I wasn't going to be a teacher, I was going to be somebody's wife. So, unfortunately, when during that time, I just wanted to listen to my dad, and I abandoned my dreams of being a sports broadcaster because a lot of the sports broadcasters at the time were like hot blonde people. And I don't know, I've always known that I'm different, so why try? Which is, I wish that I could go back in time and tell myself, don't waste your money on teaching, because am I a teacher now? No, I'm not. I didn't want to be a teacher. But I loved my students. A lot of the students that I taught when I lived in New York, they're all graduating college now, which is so wild and crazy. But proving your own Patty rule. We put like 19 people and the champ in a match. Anyone who lasts 10 minutes gets a title shot. That's insane. PR and marketing over here. Oh no, Kyle! Stop it, you're gonna make me cry. If either of us have a face for radio, it's me. No! False. Kyle, I think your stock went up the moment that you got a haircut. Our views went up, our likes went up, our engagement went up. See, you got a haircut. It had nothing to do with me. Why is this making me look green? I don't know why this is making me look green. Is it because of my shirt? Is it reflecting? Yeah, I think it is. My shirt is reflecting. Let me... Okay. That's obnoxious. But... yeah, I wish I could go back in time. I mean, I did help manage the radio station at my college. That was weird. I did everything to be involved in the communications aspect of my college, which no longer exists, by the way. They sold the campus because they couldn't make it past the pandemic. I also went to that college because it was a liberal arts Christian college. And I had recently come up to my parents. And my parents said, cool story, bro. You're going to go to a Christian college instead. You know, because there's no queer people at Christian colleges, right? But yeah, that's kind of my shortened story of how I how I've always just been in media. I've always had a podcast, I've always had a radio show. I've always been around wrestling, been around things, but I've always just sat in the background because I didn't think that anybody would want me to be part of it. Can you believe that? I thought nobody wanted me. And y'all prove week after week that you do like me, which is so strange. Because sometimes I believe the haters and I believe that I am not shit, but that I'm just a loser. I believe it a lot, and I hate believing it. Love you too, Glitch. I'm so happy that you're here because every time I see you on the predictions, I get so happy because A, you're very good at it, and B, it's just so nice to have you participate because I love seeing your face. Even in, you know what I mean? In the context of the graps. The predicting graps. I don't know. But I know in due time, it'll happen because are you going to go to Wrestle Dream? I assume that they're going to do a collision before that, just like they did last year. I need to know your opinion of it being in Tacoma because I've shared my opinion. Yeah. I have shared my opinion about Tacoma, which is like, it's not a big deal if you have a car, but for a lot of my friends who live in the city, just like, I mean, we live just outside the city, so it's not. Yeah, it's Tacoma. It's Tacoma. And people are like, oh, that sounds so exciting. It's not. There's nothing around the Tacoma Dome. There's no shops. There's no, like, bars or food. Honestly, send me a message around the time if you're going to go. We'll figure something out. Like, I wish I had, like, a giant car to do that. Like, to, like, parade all my friends. I do have, like, just a little Hyundai. which maybe my husband will drive his car instead. But TBH, I thought I was going to buy a car this year, and I've started looking at the prices and the interest rates and all the things. I'm like, oh, that seems like a pipe dream right now. Okay. I really do not care if my wings match today because I'm just doing chores today. Probably gonna watch some Collision. Maybe go get some breakfast or brunch this afternoon. Yeah, the only thing that sucks living in Bremerton, transit over here sucks. As someone who lived on that side of the water for most of my life, and then when I moved back to Washington, both my husband and I lived in Poulsbo. Like, and all of our friends would be like, yeah, let's hang out, go to this. And it's like, you have to rely on a ferry, or you have to drive around, or how do you finagle all those things? So I get it. Bremerton sucks. None of the transit works. Like, everything is so far apart. It's still Bremerton. Yeah. There, I do need to actually make my way to Bremerton because the arcade, the barcade that's down there is literally one of my favorite places to go. Like there are places like that over. Why can't I open this? I can't open anything. There's things like that over here on this side of the water, but they're always so crowded or they don't have the games that we like. And I kind of like going to places where like I don't have to wait to play a game, a video game or something, you know? But there is Quarters Arcade. What is this, a new one? Are there two in downtown Bremerton, or is this more like on the other side? I used to live on the other side of Bremerton back in the day. Although they've really cleaned up the area. It used to not look like that. Yes, another castle is downtown and the Quarters is around the corner. So do they both serve alcohol? Are they both arcade games or arcade style games? Because like we went to one that was around here, well, in Renton, so it's like 30 minutes south. And is cool, but it was like mostly pinball. Nothing wrong with pinball, but you know, just pinball. Okay. Oh, I need mascara. That's why my eyes look incomplete. Then I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, pinball. Okay, pinball is big. When was the last time y'all played a pinball game? Because, well, here's the thing. I think pinball is cool. I think that it's like nostalgia when they have like the Simpsons one, or like the other day I saw the one that was like CSI, and maybe it's because I am terrible at pinball. Maybe it's because I don't really know how to play pinball well. That's a huge possibility. But like I even wasn't good on like the pinball that would be on Windows computers. Oh my gosh. I think the Simpsons pinball though will always be my favorite. There's also like a Sopranos one that makes like a gunshot noise when you get it in the specific areas. All right. Well, I look like a regular human, not like a sick Victorian child. I'm gonna go do some things with my day. But I just wanted to check in on y'all, make sure you're okay. Please drink water. Please be kind to others on the internet. I've walked into some pretty interesting conversations as of late. And I know I used to be one of those people, but I see how it can get a little toxic. But yes, happy Pride. Wear your pride. Enjoy. Lift up your friends. Be allies. And donate to your favorite local charities if you can. All right. Love your faces. Be kind. And stay tuned because we'll have a redo of Wrestling Made Me Cry. I'm your host, Auntie Collins. Kylie's usually with me, and send Kylie all the love immediately, right now, or else follow me on all social medias. _queer auntie. Love your face. Bye.